So the next concept is field status variant. Field status means during data posting, you can control the status of the fields which comes up for data postings. Say during a transaction posting, there is a field called reference. So whether to enter the data on that field or not can be controlled by field status variant. So during data posting, the field status can be maintained for any field is like suppress. Means if the data field is suppressed, then during data posting that field will not reflect. Required, if the field status for a particular field is set as required, then you have to the end user have to enter a valid data in that field. Unless he enters a data, system will not allow him to process that document. Optional, it's self-explanatory. If that transaction requires the data to be entered in a particular field, then you have to enter, otherwise you can leave blank. Display means some predefined data will be displayed for a particular field. So this is called the status of the field, and that you can control with field status variants. And these field status variants are assigned to general ledgers, through which while posting the data for through that particular general ledger, the configurations that you define for field status variant will be applied. So we'll see how to define these field status variants and what are the properties of these field statuses. So to define the field status variant, this is the transaction code and this is the menu path. So we'll go to SAP, display IMG, financial accounting, global settings, ledgers, then fields, define field status variant. Execute this. So this is the default field status variant provided by SAP. So you need to select this, then click on copy and then rename it with your code, that is DL4, and here you can define the description for field status for your company code DL4. Press enter. Here system will ask that whether you want to copy all. If you select copy all, then all the field status groups and the properties for the respective field status groups will be copied. Or if you select only copy entry, then only this part will be copied. All the field statuses and its respective properties you have to maintain on your own. So it is advisable to select copy all. The number of dependent entries copied, 45. Continue. So you want to check what properties, what configurations are copied. So select your field status variant and double click on field status groups. So here there are different field status groups depending on the nature of general ledger accounts. So while creating a general ledger, you have to assign these field status groups to the general ledgers depending on the nature of that general ledger account. So if you go to field status G001, so double click on it. So there are various fields groups or the tabs that you find during data posting in the documents. So if you double click on this general data, it says that these are the fields which are suppressed. Means this field will not be reflected for the posting of general ledger if you assign this group to any general ledger. And if you make it required, then you have to enter the data in any of this field. That field you make required. Optional, it is self-explanatory. Similarly, go back, double click on additional account assignments. Here, the cost center is selected as optional. Means you have to, if it is required to assign the cost center to particular general ledger, you can assign the cost center. Similar for business area and profit center. And these fields are suppressed, so it will not reflect during data entry for those general ledgers to which you assign this field status group.
Please like, share, and subscribe to SAP FICO-GURU for more valuable learning.